everybody, it's Murphy Gray Hunter, and I'm back again. It is after 7, and we are still Friday the 13th. Bum, bum, bum. I told Derek, Friday the 13th is a good day for witches, and for the fairies, it's a great day also. And he's like, well, not in my world. My husband hates Friday the 13th. Like, he tells me all these things that go wrong. I'm like, no, be a positive Penny. Don't be a negative Nancy. He's like, I don't know about all that. Positive Penny. Who's Penny? I'm like, he always tells me that. Who's Penny? When I tell him, Derek, be a positive Penny. Who's Penny? I'm like, those are my, like when I tell him, you know, I feel so green today. I feel so green. He's like, what does that mean? I said, you know, like when I tell you, like, I feel blue, you being sad? I'm like, yeah. So when I say that I feel green, he's like, why don't you just say you feel sick? I'm like, because I feel green, same thing. So when I tell him, you know, be a positive Penny. Who's Penny? My husband is so funny. Oh, I miss him. I can't wait for him to come home. Like 10 more days, 11 more days, 11 more days. Ooh, can't wait for him to come home. Oh, I gotta clean my closet. I gotta clean my side of the closet next week. My side of the closet looks like something threw up. But whatever. There goes a neighbor with their, what do you call that? Jet ski. They left yesterday. They left yesterday with their, what do you call that? Sorry, I was being nosy. With their camper, their RV, and their boat, and their kayaks, and they're like, see ya. And right now they just came for their jet skis. There's a wasp right at the door, right here at the window, trying to get in. Not today, Satan. I killed 2 of them bastards yesterday. I'm like, they are getting in somewhere. Because yesterday, the last 3 days, every single day, I've been killing a wasp. And I'm like, please don't come in here. We have this rule that if you come in the house, I'm going to get you. Because I'm allergic to y'all. If y'all are outside, you know, I'm in y'all's world. But there has to be a nest somewhere. I tell my husband, when you come home, you look. I looked everywhere, but I didn't. When we got our roof put up, when they redid our roof, they found 11 nests up on top of the roof. I'm like, holy shit. So I know there's one around here somewhere. Anyway, let's get back to what I was talking about. So harvesting. We are coming towards the end of summer. Woo, woo, woo. So excited for that because there's not enough deodorant. I'm telling you, it is so hot. I cannot stand it. You would think I live in Texas. I'll be used to it. No, I don't. You know, people are like, well, you live in Texas, you should be used to it. Well, you live in the north, you should be used to the snow. So what's the difference? You know, like, I'm not like a freaking mermaid. I don't just turn into, you know, like, I don't just jump in the ocean and get a freaking tail and, you know, I'm not a mermaid. I can't just change. I can't adapt to, you know, the climate. So, I can't. Oh, look at the guy just running. I should be out there running with him. I'm tired just looking at him. Anyway. But anyway, I think if you harvest if you harvest right now, you might be able to get one more harvest time before winter comes. Really depends on where you live. I live in Texas. It's warm year round. I mean, we do get some cold time, but our cold, you guys up in north laugh at us like, y'all think it's cold there because it's 50 degrees? It's like, I don't know, 500 degrees, you know, below zero. I'm just exaggerating. But still, even if it's like 2 degrees, 2 degrees, 2 degrees, it's 2 degrees there? That's ridiculous. I mean, I lived in Chicago. I know what it's like to be cold. I've dealt with the snow. I've dealt with the humidity. I have dealt with it. But I've been in Texas for a long time now. I am a Texan now. I have been converted. I have been crossed over to the dark side. And so I can't handle that. I can't handle the heat and I can't handle the cold. However, I could survive better in the cold versus the heat. The heat just does something to me. It like fries my brain. It just turns me into a monster. I can't. I'm like hallucinating. Like, oh my God, you see that pink elephant over there? I'm hallucinating. It's so hot. I can't. So, so I know a lot of you guys in further north where it's really cold. Look at those people in Texas. They're just, freaking out because it's like, 30 degrees. That is fucking frosty for us. It is frosty. Oh, look at that hummingbird. It's so cute. Oh my God, it's so cute. It's just hovering. You guys, I love hummingbirds. I have a hummingbird feeder right there. And there are so many little birds frolicking. I'm gonna take my camera and sit outside and just take pictures. They're so cute. I just love hummingbirds. I did a whole teaching on hummingbirds for homeschool, and there was just so many fun facts about them. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about. I get so distracted, but I just love them. Okay, so again, yeah. So if depending on where you live is depending on, you guys know when it's gonna start to get nippy around there. So sorry, I was reading a message. So my thing is, for me, I think here I can get two more times of harvesting things as far as for summer. So I would suggest Googling up the area that you live in and say, I live in this area. What grows wild? What plants grow wild in this area that I live in? What herbs or whatever you want to have, what flowers, whatever it is that you're trying to harvest, and find out. You might live in a place that you have an abundance of sage or abundance of mint, abundance of rosemary, abundance of lavender. Find out what grows, or if you do know, go take this time to go harvest. And what makes it really easy is when you have things available to you to do it. So that's what I want to show y'all. I carry a bag in each of my vehicles. But like I said, I think I'm going to convert my bags over to backpacks because right now it's school supply season. They started putting up school supplies. I'm super excited. I love to go school shopping. I don't know. I love office supplies, guys. Like, I know. I sit there and I think, fuck, I love everything. But I do. I go to the store and I see all the school supplies. And I'm just like, oh, I love everything. Just everything, like crayons and markers and glue and paper and spiral for days, journals and all these cute little erasers. And I go crazy. I buy so much stuff and I bring it home. But what I do, I buy things that I'm going to use. I just don't buy like shit and just don't use it. I buy stuff that I know I'm going to use, like for example, tons of pens and highlighters and dry eraser marker, all that shit. So I can't wait. I can't wait. All right, let's get back to what we're talking about. I know, I'm so off. So this is my little bag that I use in the truck. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. But see, it's okay. It's okay. My arms are so sore from where Jada's punched the shit out of me. They're so sore. It's okay, but I'm not a big strappy shoulder gal, so my things don't sit well. So right now I just I just carry it. But what was that, a bug? Kelly, there've been wasps up in here. I hear like, oh my God. So anyway, or it might have been something flying out this bag. You can tell this bag is what I take outside when I go harvesting. It's dirty because I take it out and I use my shit. Okay, so let me tell you what I took everything out. So what I keep in my bag is I keep a pair of gloves. These are my new gloves I just bought. I bought these from the dollar store. Guys, I'm telling you, you got to go to the dollar store. Right now, they have all the stuff, all out, all the gardening things. I like these because these are like kind of rubbery. And then they're like breathable material. So I have another pair in my car. This is from the truck. So these, I have a pair of gloves. I keep one of these wet ones to clean my hands and whatever I'm doing. And then I bought some more tools. I have each of these in my car. So everything that I'm showing you, I keep in my car, and then this is for the truck. So I can, you know, dig up stuff, or I can scoop up dirt, or I can dig a hole to bury stuff. These I got from the dollar store. Or as a back scratcher, or as a tool to like stab you if you come near me. See? All great tools, right? I know. Ugh. And then I take a couple of jars each. So this is just an example to put a label over it. And here, if you couldn't put a label, you can just put it right on the bottom, or on the top. But I just carry 2 little jars because in case I'm going to, you know, if I need a jar for whatever, I have it. Just 2 little ones. Okay. Then I have 3 baggies. So this baggie here has different things in it. This little bag, I keep things like this. I buy these at the dollar store. I just showed you I bought more at the dollar store. And I use them to collect water if I'm going to go collect river water, or if I'm somewhere and there's a Catholic church, oh, let me pull in, and you just can go collect water. You got to give a donation. I've never done that. I still have gallons of water from where my mom brought me some gallons back, but I'll be like, excuse me, can I come and collect some holy water? I'll leave you a donation. They better not ever ask me, what you need that holy water for? To get rid of the devil. They'll be like, what? Yeah. And I'm like, I just need some holy water. Yeah. So, but they have big mouths, and then of course they're like this, like little lotions. So these are really good, either in your practice to make things, or if you want to use to collect stuff to bring home. Because if you just collect something, you have something at home, you can just, you know, rinse this out and then, you know, reuse it again. I buy these from the dollar store. These are labels, and they're this big. They're this big. And you get 128 labels for $1. So half of these are in my in the other bag. Or did I put I think I have another thing. I think there's a whole packet because they were only $1. I don't think I split these. I can't remember because it's in the car. I haven't been driving the car lately. And then I have a pair of scissors from the dollar store and a marker. So you can mark your labels, okay? So that's in one. And then in this bag, I have different things. I have paper bags, you know, to collect stuff in, and I have 2 different sizes of Ziploc. I have Ziploc bags that are this size, a gallon, and then I have the pint size, okay? So all this was from the dollar store too. And I just keep them in here to keep them from going everywhere, or to keep them from getting dirty or whatever. So I keep those. Everything in Ziploc baggies because it just, you know, you can hold on to things better. And then in this bag, I have my my offerings. So you guys know if you go to a, if you're gonna go and leave something at the cemetery, or you're gonna leave something at the tree that you're trying to get rid of, you wanna make sure you leave an offering for that tree spirit that you're leaving it for. If you're gonna go to a cemetery, you wanna make sure that you are leaving something at the cemetery for what you're supposed to leave something at the gate. Whether you leave 9 dimes, 9 pennies, or you leave fruit, whatever it is you want to leave at the gate. You need to leave something at the gate, and you also need to leave something at the grave that you take, okay? Don't just take and don't leave anything. So I just recycled one of these. When Derek had some dental work done, they gave that brother some serious drugs. So after he took all of them, I just washed out the container, and that's what I use to keep all of my dimes and my pennies. So every once in a while I'll go through my purse and I'll just grab them all, and then I'll just go put them in this container. Just so I'll have some, you know, because you never know when you need it. And then I carry cornmeal, because my grandmother always used to tell me that whenever you go take anything from anywhere, you have to leave something. And so she would always have a bag of cornmeal like this. And so she said that it was good that to leave cornmeal because it was good for the, you know, that it was good for the ground, because it was good for the ground. I forgot how she said it, but basically, you know, you're giving back to the earth. That's not how the word she used, but that's what she means. So I just use cornmeal, and I bought these at the dollar store. They were like 2 for $1, and so I keep those in there. So yeah, those are all the things that I keep in my harvest bag. So I just place them all in there and take them with me, because like I said, it's easier to harvest stuff, I think, if you have everything with you that's necessary. You know, like if you're driving somewhere and you're like, oh, there's some rosemary, but I don't have anything, I don't have nothing to put it in. And so then you don't get it. You know, so see, everything fits in my little bag. But I really am gonna go get 2 backpacks. Oh my God, I'm gonna go get some unicorn backpacks. I know, walking around the park like an idiot, running around. Can you imagine me running around the park, frolicking around, la la la, with my unicorn backpacks? It's like, what are you doing? Yeah. But no, that way I can keep bottled water in there and stuff. But it's just easier for me to carry stuff on my backpack, like on my back, like a mule. So in a backpack. But yeah, this is what I keep. And I put this under the seat. In our truck, we have, the seats are big, so this fits right underneath it. So I just do it like this. Just like this. Flatten it out. And then it goes right underneath the seat. And then my vehicle, it's in the trunk. So, you know, I just wanted to share this quick tip with y'all. It's super easy to harvest stuff. Like I said, if you have everything that's there and you have access to everything, there's just no reason to not pull over and harvest things. You guys don't have to spend so much money buying herbs if you can go and find them locally, pick them, bring them home and dry them. And it's just something about it. I feel, just me personally, I feel like it's so much fun. I feel so much more witchier, if that's a word. I feel more witchy going to pick my own stuff and bringing it home and drying it. Yeah, there's some things that you can buy, and it's nice when you get it on this pretty package and everything, but you know, if I go and harvest my own stuff, I can use that money for something else. That's how I always think. And I really do love harvesting my own stuff. It is a lot of fun. I feel like I'm carrying on my grandmother's tradition, what she used to teach me about plants and teaching me about picking plants and seeing what she grew and seeing what she picked and how she took care of things. And she's the one who told me you pick from the 3rd plant. But later on I found out that it was a native thing where if you have like 3 plants of sage, you pick from the 3rd plant. If it's the only plant that's there, if there's the only rosemary bush there, then only pick what you need. Make sure you leave an offering. Only pick what you need and leave it. Because if you pick the last plant and it doesn't grow, that's it. There is no more. So taking from the 3rd plant reassures that there's going to be plenty for anyone else or any other animal or any other person that might need it. So you never completely clean off something that you only have one of. So she would always tell me, you pick the 3rd plant. Pick from the 3rd plant, she would always say. Or make sure you leave. You only take what you need. So that's what I've always done. And always leave an offering. I don't know. I see other people who leave all these other great offerings, but I just stick to what my grandmother always did. She always left cornmeal. So that's just something that I do. But you can leave whatever you like. You don't just have to leave that. Maybe if you want to, leave a bottle of water and pour the water into the plant, I'm sure it would love that. Or, dried rose petals or any kind of dry flower you have. But whatever you do leave, other than the money that you leave at the cemetery, I would suggest that you leave something that is going to go back into the earth. You don't want to leave something that's going to, you know, that's going to be litter, something that's, you know, you want something that's biodegradable, something that will go back into the earth. Nothing plastic, of course, nothing glass. Other than money, everything else should be something that can go back into the earth. All right, guys, I hope y'all like this video of these tips. I'm going to go put this in the truck before it gets dark, because you know I don't like being outside when it's dark. So, all right, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. As always, love y'all all, and blessed be.